And we back with another one. Y'all already know what it is. This Dad's Journal. It's my journal where I spit some shit that might motivate y'all, might inspire y'all, or might be something that you just need to hear. With all that being said, I'm just giving y'all a game on what I'm learning on a daily basis. So, with all that being said, let's jump straight into it. Today, what we talking about is control your emotions. Let me say it one more time for y'all. Control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Control your emotions. All right, y'all. So the reason you want to be able to control your emotions is first, nobody really wants to be around anybody that's always emotional. Let's think about it now. If somebody can't talk to you, you ever had somebody in your life where every time you even try to critique them or something to make them do a little better or something, and they get emotional, like, oh no no no, or you got a friend that you make jokes with, and every time you make a joke with them, it's like they take their joke extra serious. They'd be like, no, don't joke with me like that. Nobody wants to be around, or every time you take a friend out when they get drunk, they get extra emotional, want to cry, or they get extra emotional, want to fight everybody. Think about that. Nobody wants to be around a person like that. Nobody. I don't care who you is. Nobody wants to be around a person like that. They might tolerate you because they got certain shit going on, or you might be their family member, or you might be somebody that they respect and they love for so long. But nobody wants to be around somebody that's always emotional. Nobody. I don't care who they are. Nobody wants to be around somebody that's always emotional. Nobody. Learn how to control your emotions. Your friend tell you a joke that you don't like. Learn how to just be like, yo, bro, I ain't like that joke. Don't get upset. But be like, yo, bro, I ain't like that joke. That joke looked like it was rooted into personal. You get what I'm saying, y'all? Or if somebody telling you something, if your friend is telling you something critically, you take it and you take it with a grain of salt. Nobody. That's the first thing right there. Nobody wants to be involved with somebody that's too emotional. So let's get that right there. Let's jump right into the second one. All right, y'all. So the second reason you want to be able to control your emotions is you can lose a lot from not being able to control your emotions. What I mean by that is you can lose money, friends, family, or not from controlling your emotions. Let me jump into it now. The reason I say you can lose money, family, friends over emotions is because one, I'm not like I'm saying the bad emotions like anger, you know, all the bad emotions. Imagine you in a business deal, and because you didn't like what somebody else said, you let your anger override, and now your anger is the one that's being the one's talking for you. Yeah, because you feel a way or you're angry about what the next person said, you want to let your anger conduct the whole business meeting for you now. Because don't forget, anger is part of your emotions. Or you got friends, and because you're emotional about situations, I'm just gonna put it and girls, switch it to however to y'all. But if I'm outside and I got a girlfriend, but my girlfriend just got me upset, girls switch it to y'all, vice versa. And my girlfriend just got me upset, and I go hang out with my friends outside, but I'm acting emotional, or I'm acting sad and down, and I'm acting like like I don't want to be around nobody, or I dislike everybody because of my own emotions or something that I done went through. That can mess you up, because now your friends don't even want to be around you. Because every time they get around you, they feel like, oh damn! Every time I get around this person, they they in a bad emotional state. They in this type of emotional state, and that's not what we want to be around. That's not what we want to be around as your friends. And some friends will tell you, but if you can't fix your emotions, some friends are going to just leave you. And it's the same with family too. It's the same with family too. Our emotions can lead us to do it wrong, to making the wrong action sometimes. And after we make the wrong action, every action has a reaction. So you can do something wrong to your friend or family member, and now they cut you off for the rest of your life. Now you lost somebody because of your anger. or you lost out on a situation, on a better situation because of your anger. You get what I'm saying, y'all? So that's one reason, right? That's another reason right there why I feel like you should control your emotions. Control your emotions. Control your emotions. Control your emotions. With that being said, we're gonna jump straight into the third part of why you should be able to control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? So let's jump right into it. All right, y'all. So the third reason to control your emotions is because you think clearer when you control your emotions. When you actually take your time out to think before you react to something, watch how life changes for you. Dead serious, because I've been trying that lately. I've been doing that lately, where I've been just like thinking before I react to something, especially if it's in a negative manner. I'll think before I react. You ever caught yourself in a situation and you just react and react and react and react, and then the next day you're like, damn, I probably shouldn't have said all that. See, if you was being calm, you wouldn't have said half of the things you would have said. If you was being calm, you wouldn't have said half, because you know why? Now you got a clear mind. You don't have a cloudy mind or a cloudy judgment of winning the argument. And that's our problem too. A lot of times we would like to win the argument. And whenever we have arguments, we gotta realize that an argument is a disagreement between two people. So we either gotta come to a settlement and be like, yo, let's settle it like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or let's try to make the other person agree with what I'm saying. Let's stop arguing to just win the argument. Let's be honest. What is winning the argument gonna do for you? Nothing. Besides make the other person mad, and now when the other person's mad, they don't fuck with you like how they used to. Or they want to put hands on you, or they want to harm you. Control your actions. How much times? Yeah, I say that to say this. Whenever you in a situation, think before you react, because every action causes a reaction. But think before you react, because it can help you, or it can save you from it can save you from doing or saying something that you did not want to do. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's jump straight into the next one. All right, y'all. It might sound a little different because my microphone just died. But with all that being said, we still gonna get right back into it. Last but not least reason to control your emotions is I feel like we should be transmuting our emotions, especially the negative ones. If somebody do something bad to you, transmute it into a different, like, alright, say for instance your girlfriend break up with you. Start transmute that energy, that bad, that negative thinking energy. Oh, I can't sleep, I can't eat. Go to the gym. Start working on something that's gonna make you successful, or can build your road to success. I'm telling you, 9 out of 10, if you transmute bad energy and just put it into whatever you're working into, it's like a blessing. I can't lie to y'all. You know how much times I done went through things and then I just say, you know what, I'm gonna put it into my music, or I'm gonna put it into mixing and mastering, or I'm gonna put it into recording these videos, or I'm gonna put it into going to the gym, getting bigger. I'm gonna put it into being a better boxer. We gotta start learning how to transmute energy instead of just sitting there with it. 'Cause I know I used to be that same person too. I used to sit there in bad energy all day and just let it consume me. Let the bad energy consume me. Cause right after I will go through a situation, I'll be the type of person, right? I'll go through a situation, right? And then after I go through the situation, I'm thinking about the situation all day. And that's not a good thing. Nowadays, if I go through a situation, I'll think about it. Or can I control anything in that situation? No? Alright, cool. I'm using that energy now to put it into my music, to put it into something else, to put it into just doing anything. But anything productive. Let's not let our emotions stop us or hold us back from anything. Fuck fear. Fear is, like I said in my last video, fear is not orchestrated from God. God wants us He don't want us to worry. He don't want us to have anxiety. He told us to give Him them things. He wants us to have faith and courage. You get what I'm saying, y'all? So, with all that being said, it's like we gotta learn how to just transmute the energy into any bad energy into good energy. And the easiest way, what I'm saying basically with saying transmute that bad energy into good energy, something bad happened to you, pick up something productive. Pick up a book. Go to the gym. Go work out. Go mix and master. If you got a business, go work on your business. That's all I'm saying when I say transmute the energy. Cause watch how if somebody piss you off, or if your spouse piss you off, and you got a business, go work on that business. See how much more work you get done. That's all I'm really trying to say, y'all. So with all that being said, I just gave you 4 reasons to control your emotions, y'all. And that's just things that I'm learning on a daily whim. Cause it took me a while to learn how to control my emotions. So I'm just giving y'all the 4 reasons why I think it would be best to control you guys' emotions. We ain't perfect, but we all human. We can work to be better. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. Peace.